Hi, it's me again. This is the third reflection video for my course, Business Creativity and Innovation. On the third meeting, we are going to talk about innovation in family business, and I have read some journals on that. Most of the journals talk about there are many examples of family business that fail to generate innovation that cause them to sink in the market, or even they end in bankruptcy. Usually the problem about generating innovation comes when there is a transgenerational handover in the family business. For example, the first generation to the second generation, which is usually the generation of sons or children of the owner, because they live at the different era with different education background and networkings. So probably this results in a misconception of generating innovation itself. But in contrast, there are corporations or family firms that are able to overcome these transgenerational challenges, and they survive not only within both generations but live longer than that to fourth or fifth generations even. I'm going to start with an example of one of consumer goods manufacturer in the world that is start from family firms or family business back in 1860 something. With the situations that time, there are the needs to provide food that is more durable and able to generate more energy for the soldier to go to war. And then this person comes with the idea of sweet condensed milk. And then his second innovation or his second product comes from the situations where the mortality rate of infants is very high because the mother is unable to breastfeed the babies. He created this product called furrin latte, or flour with milk in English. So he mixed cow milk with wet flour and sugar, and that's become the substitutes of breast milk. So by consuming that product at that time, the mortality rates of the babies are significantly drops. And this product is going kind of viral that time, and within a couple of years this pharmacist already set up his company to expand production and sales. And fast forward to 154 years later, this family business started with two main products, the sweet condensed milk and the furrin latte, and today we see this family business is one of the biggest fast-moving consumer goods in the world, with over 350 brands worldwide and operating in approximately 167 countries. I think there are the consistency to bring the value from the initiator of the company to the next generations. The value is that to provide a healthier and better nutrition for generations to live a better life. And this is continually become the passion of the company to keep doing their business. And it's not only a value, but it's also reflected on the way they do the business day to day until today. And well, to sustain the value from the first generation to the next generations, we need a touch of professionalism. I mean, well, probably that's the passion of the family to bring nutritious product to humankind, but maybe they don't have all of the expertise that needed to develop the business and grow the business. They include some professionals from outside of the family to join with them and build the business together. And up until now, I know that 4 out of 11 people in board of executive in the headquarters of Nestle in Vevey, Switzerland are family members, but the other 7 persons are coming from professionals. This is the thing between keeping the value of the family to become the soul of the corporations, and this is also the things from professionals' perspective. By involving professionals, there are bigger chance to generate innovations because they are the expert from many fields. Let's say there will be the expert of product innovation, there will be the expert of market expansions. This collaboration is something that makes the corporation survive. I think this is very special because probably not every corporation could face the challenges and keep growing their business for over 150 years. So by learning from the journal and the living example of family firms that survived more than a century, I think I need to reflect and define what will be the value of my own business, which is probably going to be a family business too. So I will begin with the value propositions. My value proposition is to help people achieving their wedding dream within their budget. Well, in terms of uniqueness, probably this value proposition is not unique because bigger wedding organizers that operates in big cities are probably already doing this, but they have this thing called limitless budget. Well, actually for people who have budget limits, it's still possible to have your wedding dream but within your reach. I think the city where I live now is, well, that's still secondary city, but I think there are this market who have the idea of wedding dream. They have the budget. I mean, it's not middle low class, but they still have the budget limits. So I want to help them achieving their wedding dream within their own budget limit. And the second one is about the differentiation. After I define the value proposition, of course, I have to make the differentiation. Mine is about the way of working. Here I introduce the concept of making mood board. In creative industry, or let's say in entertainment world, where celebrities and actors and actresses are in, it's common to know this mood board concept. Whenever they make the project, the agency will create this mood board to build impressions to the actor or actress. The objective of making the mood board is that to make sure that every part of a project knows their role within the project. The concept of mood board from that kind of projects is also applicable in preparing wedding. I mean, we can create the look, the decorations look, and then we can create the choice of colors, we can create the alternatives of attire, and so on. So each wedding vendors would understand more clearly what they should do in a wedding. And the second differentiation would be I'm going to introduce the color palette. This is kind of mind-blowing because I think not everyone is doing this. I usually using color palette in making PowerPoint presentations, but I think this is also applicable in preparing a wedding. I'm gonna show you what wedding palette is. I'm gonna show you some pictures of wedding palette. So it's usually consists of one or two colors that will become the main color of the event, and then we would pick another 2 or 3 colors as a complement colors, so that all the main colors and complement colors will blend in the event. It also helps us to make the alignment of every single detail. So I think the color palette could guide us in preparing every single details to still align to one theme or one concept. By the way, I have made one video about preparing engagement, and I also talk about this color palette and more of its example. If you want to watch the video, I will put the link here. So to sum up, I think there are 2 things to be considered by a family firm to sustain their value as well as maintaining their business growth. The first one is to know what is or what are their value propositions, the thing that becomes the reason of existence of the business. And the second one, instead of having all the family members on important role, I suggest to have some professionals within the team to, kind of see things in a better perspective from their expertise. And hopefully by having the value as the soul of the business and touch of professionalism, that this will be a collaboration to sustain the business not only for 1 or 2 generations but farther to many more generations. So thank you for your kind attention. If you like the video, please do like and share, and if you want to watch more of my reflection videos, don't forget to subscribe because I'm also making another content other than this reflection video, and I'll see you on the next reflection video.